Hello. Dangarompa. That's what this one's called. Just so you know. I'm a little stuffy and a little bit sleepy for related but not addressed reasons. Which I will address later. I'm gonna do like the Nintendo Direct thing where I just sort of go, hang out for longer to find out why. Or, you know, to learn more, stick around. Which works when you're announcing, like, I don't know, Animal Crossing, but not really when it's about my sinuses. I will address it, and you will be excited. Oh, God, I'm going to die. But anyway, I took some Benadryl. I'm drinking some Coke. I had cake, quote, quote. Which isn't really that bad once you get used to it. The prime phrase of the gremlin that it actually isn't good, but you're making do. You're accepting how bad it is. I am not sick. Spoilers. But I want to get into this because we do need to do this. So we stopped right before the trial. The trial is apparently going to take like 2 to 3 hours. Assuming I read fast, which I won't because I'm dying. And yeah. Lots of like exciting announcements from the Direct today. Like I haven't watched any of E3 aside from that. But you know, Animal Crossing got held back, which I feel like a lot of people, I think it was Miyamoto that said like a late game is late for a while, but a bad game is bad forever. And I feel like that means something different now than it did when he originally said it. Cause like Fallout 76, right? Fallout 76 is, it'll be okay eventually. Like, theoretically, it could be. You could update it to the point that it becomes an actually fun game that even I would enjoy. But is it? You know what I mean? Breath of the Wild sequel is in development. So, that's what I'm thinking. My resub thing vanished. Do you remember how many months it is hallucinating honeybees? I'll think it's you. Just shovel that garbage out there, who cares? Yeah. Game's a bit quiet? Okay, I'll turn it up a bit. I turned it down because it looked like it was really loud. Panzer Dragoon kind of came out of nowhere for me as well. I guess I should actually do E3. I think I figure this out every year. But also, like, every time I do it, I'm like, oh, fuck, I just don't care. I really don't. It's like, buy products, be excited. So anyway, stick around and learn why my sinuses are killing me. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the Red Door. And as soon as they were all there,
Monokuma appears!
2 of you? He's multiplied.
Wrong.
Not multiplication, it just looks that way because it's an illusion. I'm moving so fast it looks like I've multiplied. There's just 2 of you. Like, I don't believe that shit for a fucking second. Can you tell which one of us is the real Monokuma? Well, theoretically, it's both of you. Monokuma 2! Sorry, that meme, like, came back from the dead. Horse disguised as a horse. Amazing fucking name. Thank you for being here. Can we just get in the elevator already? Hallucinating honeybees. Holy shit, thank you for a year of support. I'm glad you actually got that to show up proper. Because that's a long time. And that's a special one. Who do I suspect? Celeste? Mostly? I have a feeling she had help. I don't know how or why, but I know Celeste is in on it. I just don't know the rest of the situation. Tilda has read like spoilers, and I asked her like, she was like, "You're going to be disappointed," and I was like, "Is there gonna be like an issue where chat sends me like mean emails?" And she's like, "No, it's not like the other one, so it should be good." Doug Nola, thank you for the sub. Can we get on the elevator already?
Boy.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay. Hey!
Then, if everyone's here, let's get ready to go. Please board the pain train or elevator. I'm a little bit curious on why you did that. I feel like that probably isn't relevant. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay, then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away from this anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. All right.
What the heck?
Oh, I swear to God that'll stop. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or note? Well, no, but... Any prediction on who it is? Celeste, and I'm not sure who else. But that is my prediction. I'm not... Yeah, I'm good. I'm just... My sinuses are killing me today. 2 Montezumas for 2 victims? Possibly? 2 possible... I think that it's Celeste and someone else. I don't know who yet, but it's not Hero. How unfortunate. Then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey.
This is the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get into the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin. Good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Fume and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the 2 that lost their lives. I feel like Hina is upset because people keep dying. I think that's why she's upset. Like, Celeste knew about the thing that she shouldn't have. Ugh. The one who killed Hifume and Taka, the ones who killed our 2 friends, the killer is... someone right here, yes. Well, let's talk to everyone. Does it actually matter? Yeah, it doesn't. It never matters.
Hey.
Is there ever a reason to talk to these people? I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own. Yeah, I don't trust. I don't like Hitfume. Like, I'm kind of okay with dying if it means that, like, someone killed them for my sake. It's fine. It was good. Net positive for the world there. And the steel box began to move. Mondo was friends. Mondo was good. He was an asshole, sort of, but... Clunking the elevator... There was no going back. Until we all settled this, we couldn't go anywhere. I mean, it's obviously Leon, but who else? And I think Celeste. I'm not sure how long before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open. Okay, thanks, Steam. That's okay. I don't really need my friends list online right now. Opening up to a cruel fate. You redecorated. Well, when I see you all gathered like this, I realize how few of you are left. Your school life is really reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What?
Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin your trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I'll never be like, stay tuned for the Action Pass class trial after this commercial break. How far into this episode are we? Like 10 minutes almost exactly. There we go.
Yahoo!
Just go ahead and write that down. Because I would fucking do that shit. Stay tuned for the fucking whatever I just said. People on After Hours have to deal with the 1017 commercial. I'll never hold out on you like that. Now let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. And so, the curtains opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, deadly, 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 deadly class trial. You want to save? Yes. Alright, let's set my skills. So, I already have the blue ones selected, right? So again, I just do not have enough abilities for it to matter. So I'm just gonna equip all of them. So there we go. Alright, let's do this. Why did he redecorate?
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
So if you help, you don't become blackened, so you don't get punished. So if I kill someone, assisting someone else, like let's say I assist in the murder of someone, then I don't become blackened, which means that I don't get punished. You do get punished. Huh.
Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it.
No, we don't, you stupid bitch.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like, pot calling the kettle black.
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it.
Which you don't know about those.
And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, it points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer, or before anything else, we have to make that clear. No, he's not. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it.
Everything we found in your room.
Okay, sorry.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
It's the
Hiro,
second one.
why?
Yeah,
Why
I
did
missed
you
it.
kill them?
No, just hold
Yeah, I
on a
missed it.
second.
Okay. There's no penalty to hearing it all first. Really? Is that true? I feel like I'm wasting time by doing that, but I guess I waste
Everything
more
we
by
found
doing
in your
that.
room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all
Oh,
proof
shit!
enough that you are the culprit.
God damn it. Was it to speed it
I
up?
don't know anything about It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why?
No, just hold on a second.
All right.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are...
There it is. Fuck you. I still see it.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
Yeah, is Zero actually, like, any bit technically minded? Like, do you trust that guy with a fucking letter opener? Like a pen? A piece of paper? I wouldn't trust that guy with a fucking sponge. Not because I think he'd hurt someone else, but because I don't know if he's got his shit together, man.
What do you mean?
Can you explain what's going on here in 5 words or less? High school murders Saw scenario. Does that make sense? Was that good? Did I do it?
Well, take a
High
look
school
at this.
total drama islands. I figured that might be a problem, though, and that's why I use the GIF I use. Also, someone got offended that I kept calling Taka a fascist, and I do need to bring that up, and I do need to address this. They were asking, like, is it because the armband? Because, like, you know, Nazis do wear armbands like that, but it's also a thing that you know, just Japanese school children do, and it's fine. It's not like a Nazi thing. It's just like a school uniform thing. It's, He wanted me to show up to events on time, and he told me what to do. That's why. Sinful Holly, thank you for the sub. We'll take a look at
The
this.
note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared.
He was very stringent. It was low-hanging fruit. I mean, like, it was someone on Tumblr. I think they were worried that I was actually mad at the guy. Like, he was a good boy, but he was a good boy to a, like, you know, what, like a kind of like calm down with that shit tier, dude. Also, thank you, Sinful. I'm glad. And I'm glad your life is going well enough that you can afford to do so. And thank you for doing so.
The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Ego Angel, thank you for 26 months of support. That is 2 billion years of support. Rev fan base, we're all part of to some degree. A lot of you guys are, just because I hang out on there and post cats, and then people are like, "Wait, why is this guy posting cats? I better follow his Tumblr." And then, bam! I fucking snagged you. I've got you. I trapped you. I tricked you into watching one of my shitty videos, and then now you're here. It worked. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of like streamers will abuse their fan base. They'll be like, "Oh man, hey, no, I'm not gonna abuse my fan base like that, but I will abuse you guys and ask you guys to send me pictures of your cats." That's what I want. Send me pictures of your dogs and your cats. And I'm not gonna apologize for that. I'm going to use my fan base. And if you think that's bad, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't feel sorry about it. What about cat girls? No, not the same thing. No, actual cats. Cats or dogs. As long as you don't host a body positivity Tumblr, that's fine. What about a cat positivity Tumblr? Or a dog? No, don't send cat girls to me. Cat dogs? Send me cat dog. Fuck. The combination of the downers of the Benadryl and the uppers of the caffeine is just fucking me up now. So here we go. Let's go to hell. That's how you party. Are cat dog girls a thing? Like, it's like all fucked up like cat dog, where it's like the front half of a cat and the bottom half of a dog. So it'd be like a normal cat girl, but also like a dog girl? Is a dog girl a thing? Like, could you have it where it was a cat dog situation, but they're conjoined at the stomach? and one half is a cat girl and the other half is a dog girl? Is that a thing? Full monogamous intensifies. Fuck off. No, I don't want Rule 34. What do you know? Cat dog guy Jinkas. I think I just said a slur. Dog 2! Alright, anyway, unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
The differences are bigger than that, I think.
Yeah, Celeste.
Come on. I'm not
Why isn't
smart
everyone
enough to
I
try
like
to
as an
change
asshole?
My handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he is not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
Why are you surprised by that? He was the one who fucking told you!
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit.
If you say was me, I'm gonna kick you in the dick. I'm gonna stop the trial and walk over there. The game is a little loud. Okay, I'll turn it down again.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Oh, you actually want me to say.
Say? Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The Illuminati! That's right, they're working behind the scenes to try and set me up. Yeah, that's what happened. The dudes are super scary, super serious.
Shoot!
Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone. I guess Hina then. I have no idea. The game says it's either you or the person I didn't think it was, so I guess it's you. You saw me try it on yourself. Yeah, that's why I don't believe. Oh, fuck. God, why am I saying it's Hiro then?
I got it!
What?
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
I like how, like, was just gonna let me, like, go down the list of everyone in the room. It was like, it was Monokuma. No, it wasn't. It's the Illuminati. No, Big Mac. It's not. No. It was me. No, it wasn't. You fucking know it wasn't. It was Hiro? Yes, you did it. Good job.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
What the fuck are we smoking right now?
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm unfortunately on Hina's level right now. I have no idea what's going on.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
Okay, that's fair. I agree with that.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
God, I hate that someone was murdered and we have to make reference to Robo-Justice.
What? Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Well, it's you, that's why.
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
I'm trying to do this far away from the mic so you guys can't hear it.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
Hey! Grow a brain cell, then you can tell me what to do.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We we must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Yes, that is important.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Just fucking say words. Like, you don't need to be like this.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Yes, I can. There's the tarp. There's still one more thing. Yep. Yep. The tarp and the tarp. I missed it. There it is. Okay, cool.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
No, it wasn't. Why did you ask me if you expected me to get it wrong?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Like, why even bother asking me?
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tar. And the dolly?
It's fucking heavy. Not everyone's ripped.
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so
It's
did
not
the
that
doll.
small. You could put a body on it.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
Yeah. Surprisingly, dollies are used to move things. I know. It's one of, like, their hidden purposes. It's pretty surprising.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
No, that's how dollies work.
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't...
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
By telling you to fucking do your own fucking handiwork. Jesus Christ. When you murder someone, you were absolutely gonna just go, look, I'll pay you $10 to murder a guy.
There is no shame in being wrong, and nobody expects much from you anyway.
Wow. Wow. Fuck you.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Okay, that's actually fair. Honestly, Celeste does have a good point. Big Mac is kind of dumb. Like, the only reason that Big Mac gets anything right is because we actively tell him the right thing. Like, yeah. I've never had someone sound so nice while being so mean, but maybe I can change her mind. This is why she's you. What? This line? Because I've never heard anyone sound so nice while being so mean? A new element has been added to the bullet time battle. Yes, I would like to hear more. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time, we're going to add one more ingredient to the recipe. I have been assigned Celeste Kin. I didn't want this life. On the bottom screen, underneath the tempo marker, you can see an ammo count. Up until now, there really hasn't been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. But from now on, locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be just enough to handle them. It will now cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you cannot destroy any more statements, no matter how locked you are. You can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember the tab key now has a function along with the right, but okay. Ugh. But your action difficulty has been set to gentle. You won't have to reload at all. In which case, you can ignore it. Okay. The moment of truth.
You had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
I forgot what right button does.
You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Okay, great. Hold on. Herman has gotten up on something. Give me 1 sec. Herman likes to... Why didn't you shoot? Okay, I've forgotten how to do this. So it's left click on tempo, and then right click, then win. Alternate right and left click. Okay. I like how when, like, inevitably...
I refuse to give up yet.
You kept shooting without aiming. No, it's good. I got this. Everyone's like hero, and then everyone votes for me. Like, I can aim?
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you
How do I do the thing where I like... Oh, fuck. What's the button? Oh, I'm doing it, apparently.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Apparently it was space.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
That's the proof, not the tire tracks? I mean, that works for me, but okay.
There was a pool of blood in
There
the
you go,
equipment
that
room
also.
with the tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Yeah, I just made her look like a dumbass because she was like, you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. And then it's like, but here's me being smart for once. Like that, getting dunked on like that is I think, criminal.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Is it murder? Because that seems like it's the main subject, but okay.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
But I'm gonna make Big Mac do it.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
No, I don't have to do it this time. Like, he's willing to talk. Just shut up and let him do something. He could bend over. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna let it go through all the way.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now,
Is that?
Keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push the dolly.
Oh, good. I'm glad I missed.
So the killer just crouched down.
I know what's wrong.
Repository.
If you accept everything we just said, then you must realize that whoever was in the suit couldn't possibly be the culprit.
Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
God, Hero. For being such a... They say that losing makes you wise. It makes you learn. It makes you smarter. Like, you become a more perfected version of yourself because when you fail, you learn something. But how are you this much of a loser and this fucking stupid at the same time?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, I know it's bent over. I
The
missed.
culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto
How
the
late am
dolly
I?
and
36
wheeled it
minutes.
off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, it's wrong.
Did I miss anything important? It's not Hero.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
I'm blind as a bat here. I can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the
What a
waist.
weirdly specific series of things to mention. It's very helpful. Kick the dolly, I mean, you could, but you couldn't put people on it while you were in the suit. So you'd have to take off the suit, which you can't do for some reason, and then put the guy on the thing, and then put the suit back on, and then kick it all the way there, or use it as a skateboard. Spider do with the fucking galaxy brain moves. Kickflip a dead body. There you go.
Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it,
Yeah, yes, I am.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
That doesn't fix the...
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Yes.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then
You could Hulk out of
take
it.
it off by yourself?
Yeah.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have.
A tarp is like what do you mean? Tarp is like it's like a vinyl or plastic thing that you like cover stuff in. You can make tents out of it, or you can lay it down to keep like a flooring area clean. It's like when you're painting, you can have some like it's tarp. Plastic blanket. Cheap plastic blanket. Yeah, tarp is kind of its own thing. It's like described cup. It's like a thing that's used to drink out of?
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
No.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
Once he was in the robot suit, he's clear. And he was in the robot suit after we first saw that he was assaulting people for some reason.
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Yes, but that's exactly evidence on why it's not him. Jesus Christ.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice?
Is that how you pronounce the hamster man's name?
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
I would assume that they're hugging or like doing a thing. Like maybe Robo-Justice is like an anime character in this universe.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
Delete my internet history. How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo-Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
It's entirely possible that Hero was going around assaulting people.
The individual inside the suit
It doesn't mean
and
he
the
murdered
culprit
anyone.
are one and the same. It was Hero,
I've assaulted plenty of
without a
no
doubt.
one. Yeah, let's go with that. But I've never murdered anyone. That sounds really suspicious now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
I think she's supposed to be French. But her accent and everything is fakey.
Besides, there's no hurry to
Because
decide
she
who
thinks
did
being
it.
French is fancy. Wait, Lundenburg is like German. What the fuck? Where are you from?
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore
Actually,
every
she could
single
be from
possibility?
German ancestry, but from France.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
That's absolutely useless information.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning.
Lemony Snicket.
Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
You stab people for funds. You can chill.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes,
Also,
we
okay,
have
can I
to do
just...
it.
I just realized something really weird. So, like, Genocide Jill only appears when... What is her name? Toko? Whenever she faints because there's a shit ton of blood. Okay, so let's walk that back for a second, all right? So the first time that she sees a shit ton of blood, she has, like, a mental break, and then she goes on a murder spree. A very elaborate, very specific murder spree. And then she sneezes and wakes up from it and sees, like, all of the blood. So, like, when does... Or when she sneezes. Like, that seems like that she would just be Genocide Jack all of the fucking time. Unless if she has allergies, in which case she's just going, like, it's an infinite murder loop.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
God damn. Is there, like, some surgery I can get to just not have a nose? She's usually genocider from now on, I think. I mean, like, I would assume that she would be in a murder school. Because, like, people can't go, like, 2 days without murdering someone. Become Voldemort. Voldemort surgery? Where do I get that done? Hogwarts? Do I go to Hogwarts? Do I just go, I need the surgery for who shall not be named. And they'll be like, right this way. Nose a cadavra. And they just annihilate my nose. And then I'm just like, I just look like an anime character. It's a lot of anime characters, excluding this exact one in front of us, don't have their noses drawn from the front.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
How weirdly specific that you're unconscious. We'll get back to that.
I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
Why do you know that?
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
How do we know when that picture was taken?
As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice.
God, that's so fucking weird to hear people say.
It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi.
Was it?
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
I'm sorry, can you say that again? It's pronounced Bukake. Sorry. You're not into the whole, like, Japanese thing like me. Just figured I'd let you know.
He was injured, so we took him to the
Sakura.
nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow. Something moved from around the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second
Yeah,
floor.
for some fucking reason, Celeste seems to be, like, very crucial to this case, but no one's really questioning that shit.
And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Yep. That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, a strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. Which is why he teleported, because he didn't fucking exist. No, there was no giant robot. The only giant robot was Hiro, and he's just a dumbass. Like, I don't know why Hifumi would say that he was assaulted by Hiro, but I believe that he was locked in the closet overnight.
and then...
Huh? What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided
Hiro got
to
bullied.
divide up
Yes,
into
that's
two
the short
groups.
version of what's happening.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back
I mean,
to
I
the
kind of have to
nurse's
assume
office,
that he was
we
in on
found
it, because he
Hifumi
got his glasses cleaned
dead.
off. I don't know, but he wasn't dead.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
But because he wasn't dead at that point, it was because someone else was found dead. Taka.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered
I guess?
Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Why do you miss Hifumi? Of all the people to miss. He's a freaking weird, creepy dude. Oh my god. Maybe he wanted to kill Taka? Maybe that's his thing. Because the whole laptop thing. I was like, that laptop thing still hasn't been, like, discussed at all. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
God! You have a mystery of your own to tell us. The plague of your sinuses. Yes, that is a mystery. I should probably tell you guys about that. But that's for later.
Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Who knows when I'll tell you that information.
I think
and
that
you
about
absolutely do
covers it.
care about this. If I know my audience, you do.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
It's not.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Yes.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Right.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them.
Yes, that sounds good.
Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
The contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth in the case, I have to find them, no matter what. Alright, what information do I have to go off of? Monokuma file number 3. What is in that?
So,
Okay. Loaded ahead, it was thought they were killed with a similar weapon. Is that it? Okay. Let's go through all of this and then I'll go back.
Before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes
No.
you say that?
That's not true.
Because of the numbering of the Justice
What does that
Hammer.
have to mention?
It's
What does
true
that mean?
that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious.
Alright. Don't forget about the copy-paste thing. Alright.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or
Yeah.
perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that
Okay,
Hifumi
I guess
was
we're
killed
fucked
with
now.
Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
That's how numbers work, I guess.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
No!
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer, while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in.
Nope, that wasn't it. Sorry, I'm dumb.
Shoot. So, regarding, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
No!
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka
Oh, I'm
came
gonna
after.
die. I know. Everyone in chat, shut up.
Regarding
I know.
Taka's death, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was.
My
after.
allergies
We
are killing
already
me.
know what order they were killed in.
Okay,
Taka came
okay.
last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice.
Ah!
No, that's wrong. Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
Oh my god. Let's just pretend like Big Mac had to hear that argument through in his head like 3 or 4 times to figure it out.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
I don't know why they thought that would fucking work, but okay.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Why the fuck would that ever matter? The watch. And the fact that we saw him die. Alright, what word do you want me to spell this time? Wristwatch? Oh, right, I have to do it in order. I swear I know how to spell. Fucking hell. I accidentally killed 2 at the same time. Wrist. Forgot how this worked. Yes, I want to give it another shot.
Refuse to
Thank
give
you.
up yet.
$31. Your insult makes more sense when you know that I'm 31. Thank you. Okay, I. S. H. There we go. That last time I screwed up because there was another letter under the C, and it hit both of them at the same time.
I've got it. Taka's wristwatch.
You can't say 31-year-old boomer. That's just objectively not right. I'm a millennial and I'm stupid as shit, just like all of you. It was supposed to be a self-burn, but it turned into a, like, just burn nuke. Like, everyone got burned from that shit.
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
I'm not even Gen X.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night...
Gen Z is millennials, isn't it? Rev, laugh at Facebook memes. Instant boomer transformation. I don't even use Facebook. You can't call me Boomerkin. I'm gonna ban you. That's bullying. That is mean. That's awful for you to say that. Gen Z are after millennials. You guys got a shitty name. We got a cool name. Millennials. Like that's a Will Smith song. Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started yelling about his wristwatch and how much of a fascist he was. See, it's a joke.
So
That's how it works.
It wasn't broken after 6 last night.
And that would be his official time of death.
But that's not how watches or anything works, but okay.
If that's true,
It's not.
then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
Yeah, I don't really know why we assumed that.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size.
God, you know what I hate? When I was working at a store and I had to like ID people, they had to be 17. Do you know how old you have to be 17? You have to have been born, and get this, fucking like 2002 or later, right? Am I right? I can do math, right? That was right. Yeah, I did it. So as long as you were born at least by 2002, you're good. So, okay. So here's the issue. What happens if we got a fake ID? I'm not going to jail for it. Fuck that. I'm not going to jail for shit. But assume this. I was born in 1988. That's how being 31 works. That means that they're 14 years younger than me. That's not okay. When I was 14, they were baby. They were being held. They were cradled. They didn't know a world prior to bullshit. It makes me feel old when they hand me an ID, and some of them could smoke and have stupid tattoos, and it was like, oh my god, why are you this way? What the fuck do you mean, why was I born in 1988? I don't get to choose those things. And those babies are watching me now.
That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
That only works because we're stupid.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Yes.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Rev, I was just conceived. I'll see you in 9 months. Then you can actually watch the stream. Actually, no, it's got to be 9 months and like, what? You got to be like 18 to watch this stream? Or 13? Check back in like 14 years-ish. A 23-year-old fetus. That's a fucking mood. Baby's first live stream. Average life expectancy is 80. I think, listen, that's from outliers of countries that aren't America, where you aren't like fucking dead. Let me give you another math, right? Theoretically, the oldest these children in this game are 18, right? That means I'm 13 years older than them. Except for the one guy, he's 21, but I mean, like, let's be real. He's 21, but he's on a level lower. I'm not older than Vinny. Vinny is older than me. I'm pretty sure. I think he's older than me, and then it's like Hootie, then Vinny, then me, I think. Why do I bully babies then? Listen, just because they're babies doesn't mean that they're not stupid. And they keep killing each other, and they need to stop it.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder.
Mike is also older than me. Yes.
But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right.
Right.
With him, at least, we're all safe.
I am older than Yol. Yol is like the youngest Vinesauce streamer, if I recall correctly. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, Yol's the youngest. Hootie is the oldest. Limes is the shortest. I'm the tallest. I'm the heaviest. I would assume that either Ima or Limes is the lightest. I'm 6'3". Who's the coolest? That's for you to find out, me to not know. Only 6'3"? Okay, Percy. How much is that in human? About 2 meters. Roundabout. A little bit less. But pretty close. It came from downstairs. It must have been a Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. It's bad. We have to go back.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we
But
found
he
his
didn't
body.
actually die then, for some reason.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
This is how we know he's innocent, because that was fucking stupid. Like, that's his defense. If he was gonna actually murder someone, he would stab them and then walk away still covered in their blood. Holding the knife. And he'd be like, guys, something happened. I don't know. I wasn't there. Me and him were hanging out, and then he was dead. Like, this is how we know he's innocent. He's too stupid to lie.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Guys, both of you, calm down. You're both stupid. It's okay. You don't have to fight over it.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Yeah, maybe he's not dead.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office.
Only 1.9 meters. I said slightly less than 2 meters. 1.9 meters is basically slightly less than 2 meters. Did they ever explain the vibrating portraits? They're being intense.
Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
Oh, I just noticed that, like, the trim of her dress is like spiderweb doilies. It's very gothic. It's great.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
The reason I don't hate Hiro, but it's just like he speaks and it's just like one of those things where it's just like, okay, honey, the adults are talking right now. 6'6" is 2 meters. Okay, so that's like, what? A couple centimeters? Like a centimeter is like, no wait, how many inches is a centimeter? It's like 2.54, right? Don't say I'm 6.5 inches. No one needs to know that information.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
The thing is, Jill is like absolutely cleared from everything because she is a murderer, but she's a very specific type of murderer. as soon as someone gets stabbed with scissors and hung up on the wall, it's like, yep, that's you.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it?
No,
She
god
could've
damn
grabbed
it.
Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
The important bit here is that he's fat. Let's just address that.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
For once, your condescending attitude is actually very useful.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us
Right.
could have killed Hifumi. Or on the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared. So they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it.
No,
We'll just
actually,
keep going
that is a
around in
good
circles.
fucking point.
So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
Okay, that's fair.
In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
He stood up and he walked away. As weird as that fucking sounds, that's what I think is what happened.
That's true. We searched
The
everywhere.
only person
but we
strong
couldn't
enough to pick
figure
up
out how to explain his
Hifume
body
is
disappearing.
Sakura, and we have an alibi of where she was. And the only other person strong enough to pick him up would be himself. We've seen him walk. Lock that shit in as evidence. We've seen him move his legs. His tiny, weirdly small legs.
And according to what Celeste said,
He wasn't dead yet. They popped a fucking blood bag on top of his head for some reason. So the killer was be able to get in and move Hitsufumi's body in that short of amount of time. It would seem so. He reappeared
his body
later, college
apparently
student.
disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor
Yes,
up to
he's
the
fat.
third
Everyone.
in that short amount of time?
Let's remember that. He's fat. It's important for the sake of this case that we continue to call him fat.
Oh man, yeah. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Necromancy.
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck this happened, but that's what happened.
The dead body moved on its own?
No, not another.
I mean, he was alive. It was not actually necromancy,
I
but
don't
you know.
think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was possessed by Leon. There you go.
He was alive?
Yeah, I don't fucking know why.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out
Sakura,
on his own?
look around the room. If we added up all of our muscles, we'd be half as strong as you. So either we all did it, or you did it. Did you do it? No, you didn't. You were there, and you saw me there. So, you know, I wasn't involved lifting him. So yes, that's apparently what happened.
But I mean, we found his body.
Half? Yes,
He was
look at
dead.
the circumference of her arm. We're not even half as strong as her.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Yeah, again, don't know why he's doing that.
It isn't possible.
It is. It's stupid, but it is. Is it really possible? Yes. Yes, it was. I don't feel like that's the right information at all.
Are you saying that when we first found
All right, we're just
Hifumi
gonna
in the
listen to
nurse's
all of
office,
this.
there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Yeah, okay, that wasn't the right information. Shoot! Broken wristwatch!
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still...
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead. Without a doubt.
I probably need to
And you
take
know
that
that
word
how?
and use it later.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that?
Yeah.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. I need to take the first thing that said and apply it to the second thing that was said.
Shoot!
That was confirmation of that I was right there.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt. And you know that how? Surely you heard the body discovery announcement, along with the Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Okay, that wasn't right. Second thing applied to the third thing.
Shoot!
Big Mac, stop interrupting. Let the adults speak.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement...
Are we real? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
Okay,
discovery.
yeah, no, that... Sorry, I did it again. I'll get it right this time, guys. I'll get it right this time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's
Third
office,
thing can't be applied to the second.
there's
It's the...
a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery
First to
announcement.
third.
Along Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the
Are we really so maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
Okay,
discovery.
no, I did that again.
Shoot!
I have no idea what happens when you fail this badly. Yeah. You can do third to second. How? Wait, how do you do third to second?
It's...
Same as usual, it'll loop around?
I refuse to give up yet!
Just let it repeat. Okay, third to second.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he was...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body, the Hifumi's dead body, and that is...
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he was actually...
No.
No.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Okay, I didn't know you could do that, actually. And I was very confused.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I just didn't know how to do that.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Weirdly,
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
right.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement
Like, I didn't
was
know
for
you could
Hifumi
do
or
that. I
Taka.
knew what the answer was. I've even said that several times leading up to this trial. I just didn't know how to articulate that to the game.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Yes, which is why there were.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue. So, but what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We were asking if you were a lazy bum.
No, that actually answers the question.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Yes, thank you for being an asshole like me.
Huh? He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time.
Right,
Which
so
means...
when we found his dead body the second time, when he died the second time, that was the real time.
Even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Right.
If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Right.
Huh? Later on?
Yes, when we found him and he, like, was laying on the floor being like, fucking hero did it.
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
First time it was played, it was when each of the bodies in the nurse's office in the equipment room. The second time was, yeah. The second announcement came right after Hifume woke up for the last time, I think.
Shoot.
Wait. Okay.
I got it!
Okay.
We heard it a second time in the...
Right. It was before.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
No.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality...
The bat scene did play. It was fairly tame. I noticed some of you freaks tried to, like, clip it.
When the two dead bodies were rediscovered...
Just pointing that out. Some of you guys...
was actually...
Some of you guys.
being discovered for the first time.
So when we found
some of you guys
the first
actually
time
might
in the
be like
nurse's office,
17 to 18.
wasn't actually
In which
dead
case,
yet.
like, whatever, get your jollies off.
Meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Vero Punch, thank you for 36 years of support. It's very kind of you.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to
If you're a
believe
high
he was
schooler-
still alive in the nurse's office.
You can be into high schoolers. That's fine and not creepy. That's just being a high schooler, I think. Yep, we're going with years. Vero Punch wants to say it's years, that's fine. 36 years of support. That's like actually 3 years of support, but that's a really long time. Yeah, based on the conversation from before, it's true. Zerno Saber, thank you for the sub to Miss Marifire. Enjoy it, Miss Marifire. Check your Discord connections later. What if I was a high schooler when this game came out? So how do I say this without sounding weird? If you're the same age as someone, you can look back and be like, I was into them then. But, like, if you go and find pictures of them as a child and still, like, are into it, it's fucking weird. Does that make sense? Like, I think a lot of people were, like, had a crush on Misty when they were kids. And that was fine when you were kids. But now it's fucking weird because she hasn't aged. Explain it so Hero can understand it. Fictional characters are effectively ageless, which is where a lot of these problems are a thing. But since she's aged, but she's still like 12 somehow. Misty is the only character actually age in that show. I haven't actually like watched the show recently, so maybe she's like 23 and has a smoking habit and has to pay like college bills and loans for a basket weaving degree that she thought she was gonna need but didn't get.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
Unfortunately, it's right.
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Is this a philosophy discussion or is it just like, hey, don't be a creeper discussion? Like, if you're wondering, hey, there might be a way I could be a creeper by doing this, you're probably being a creeper.
Well, here's one thing we do know.
Like, hanging out near people's houses and, like, hissing and exploding, you're an asshole.
And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was, there was no notable difference.
Then,
No, that's not right.
Was he really still alive?
So it's the glasses back at that bit near
It
the
is
end.
impossible. This is ridiculous.
Okay, cool. We know where it's
Here's
at
one-
then.
The first time we found him, and then his body disappeared.
And the next time, it was in.
But when you compare his body with other than the change in how there was no notable...
Then,
No, we missed
was
it!
he really still alive?
Of course not. It is impossible. This is ridiculous.
Okay, the last one I need to slow down.
The first time we found Hifumi's body, and then his body disappeared.
And the next time, it was in the.
But when you compare his body before being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
God damn it!
Was
Ah!
he really still alive?
Of course not. It is impossible. This is ridiculous.
I mean, at least I'm not losing points for this.
Well, here's one thing we do. The first time we found him, and then his body disappeared.
And the next time, it was in the.
But when you compare his body before, other than the change in how there was no notable difference.
No, that's what I meant to do, game! You know this!
Shoot!
I clicked it and I did not hold click.
Well, here's one thing we
I
do.
know exactly
The
what
first
needs to
time
be
we found
said. His
Hifumi's
glasses
body,
are cleaned
then
off.
His body disappeared.
And the next time, it was in the.
But when you compare his body before, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Gah!
No, that's wrong. In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses.
He's a fucking nerd.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
First try.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glass... But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
Yeah, I don't know why he did this.
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
I mean, like, here's my take on the whole fictional, like, characters. Like, why are you getting off the children regardless if they're fictional or not? Still kind of fucking weird, don't you think? There it is.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
Like, it may not be illegal in whatever country you're in, but it's still fucking weird.
This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean.
You know what, Nick? Thank you for bringing up that comment. Saying, I like feet. That is actually very useful information right now. Let's talk about how you like feet. And how there are many people who do like feet. You know what I found out today? I want to read you guys a tweet. It's not relevant to anything, but I want to keep the hits rolling. Give me one moment to bring this tweet up. I do not know how to explain it. One sec. I'm going to read it as I read it. Let's see, where is it? Before then. This is from John McAfee. He's a presidential hopeful. He's in exile from America because he's evading the law, apparently. He's also the guy who made McAfee Security. This morning at 2:14 p.m. on December 31st. What? Of last year. Okay. So this morning, which was New Year's Day of last year at 2:14, it's been a weird day for me, man. Anyway, John McAfee said, Enough of the whale fucking is non-consensual bullshit. A humpback whale weighs 70,000 pounds, is 50 feet long, and can dive more than a quarter mile and can crush ships with a single swipe of its tail. If a human manages to fuck one, you better damn well believe it's consensual. Quote, John McAfee, December 31st, 2018 at 12:14 p.m. via Twitter. He made a video about how to uninstall McAfee. He jokingly has a bunch of wives, hookers, strippers, I'm not really sure what. And he uses a bendy straw, like a curly straw, to snort bath salts. Now, I would believe that he's playing a character. I would believe that. But there's a bit of me that also wants to believe that he snuffs bath salts. So, where's... I would believe that... So here's my understanding of the situation. Let's assume the best case scenario, and he's just pretending to be a guy who snuffs bath salts and wants to fuck whales and actively tries to fuck whales. Why would you do that? Why would you pretend that? Why would you pretend to be someone who does drugs and wants to fuck whales and maybe murdered someone in Belize? It's funny. You know what? Fair enough. All right, cool. We're going with that.
And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it?
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's relevant to this case, and I hate it too.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Does anyone actually give a shit about anime? It's crucial to murder.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
That seems true.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
That also seems
Then
true.
there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
We kind of glazed over that information, but I think we're right, so let's just keep going.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning
Nobody
cloth.
likes that series. Everyone thinks it's trash, and the only one who would actually like trash is Hifumi, right?
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
Why would you do that, though?
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
Yeah, why would you
That's a
fucking do
good
that?
point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office.
For some fucking reason.
He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see.
Yeah.
Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible.
She means
wouldn't
fat.
you say?
That's what she means there.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No, it was real blood. But I don't know that because I don't have the
fridge in
evidence.
nurse's office
Even though I
contains packs
checked.
of blood
Thank you for
emergencies.
saying that.
He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere!
Yeah, see, if you pretended to play dead, you would use the right amount of blood. We are aware of that.
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! Oh, what an idiot!
So weird flex. Imagine, for some reason, you wanted to pretend you were dead. So you open a blood bag on your own head, to the point that it blinds you. He is truly hateable in life and death.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body
Yeah,
is
weird
easily
flex.
explained.
Same with the whale thing, but we're just gonna roll with it.
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Sakura! Wait, yeah, no, I did that wrong. Sorry, I got excited.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
I'm sorry, I've got like a quarter. I'm loaning out my brain cells to Big Mac today. You see, notice how he's kind of on top of shit and I'm not? Like, I'm saying the right thing, but I'm doing it dumb.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
I'm
And
not
the
sick.
repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
What did I miss from this stream? Some people died, a lot of people were accused. There's something about whale sex about 5 seconds ago, and now we're trying to figure out how a really fat guy got up and down the stairs. And I've been dumb for a while. It's really just been a roller coaster the entire fucking time. You missed feet as well.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
I don't know why this is happening.
But
It's-
that means he took part in the murders.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I just can't believe it.
You can't believe the guy. What? Do you... Why? Why though?
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
I need the hamster man. The man who carries around like fucking weird ass porn, which I assume he does. We don't actually have evidence of that. But let's assume he does because that sounds right. If you have feet, go fuck yourself. That's a good... You know what? I like your style. He draws his own porn because nothing is freaky enough for him. It's the only way he can get off. So anyway, before I find out whatever she's about to say, I'm gonna go pee. So I'll be right back. Don't say fuck feet with that face. No, don't say that with that. Don't do that. I'm gonna go piss. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. BRB. And then maybe I'll tell you why my nose is all fucked up and I'm half awake. Hence why I'm kind of stupid today. Maybe. 2 minutes. BRB. Welcome back, everyone. Am I going to tell you what the fuck I'm on about? I kind of think it would be interesting to see if people can actually figure it out. You guys think you're detectives, you're acting all smart and shit. Like you actually know what's up with the world. Like you actually know what the things are. But some of you guys actually have just played this game before. So maybe you're just pretending to not know and then go, well, I guessed. So let's see if you guys can figure it out before we actually reveal why. And whether or not it actually is worth knowing. Anyway, let's get back to the game. If you're having troubles, alright, it already says that stuff, so I don't have to do it.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely.
Is it
The
trash
single
pickleitis?
biggest
No, it's
fact
not.
Pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
You're having a small trial in chat, okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Oh, yeah, the, where is it? No, wait, hold on. That one.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
The murder was Leon's feet all along. Some weird shit happened while I was gone, I see.
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Good.
What? In his
Yep.
pants?
Yep. You don't get to be excited about this because Hifumi was not cute.
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
The word pants in Japanese is underwear. It's fine. It's fine. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone for now. Let's meet in the equipment room after 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
No, it's not.
Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
Can you show a scrapbook folder of all these screen caps when it's over? Yes, for sure.
It's not the same?
No.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro.
I wonder why they would do that.
And that person could only have been...
Hifume's pants.
I got it!
Me.
That's right! Taka!
Big Mac with the power play. The only person who could have gotten in touch with... He could have been messaging was me. I was there. What the fuck?
The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
What?
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
What? Oh, okay, sorry. That took me a minute to process what the fuck you were saying, because you have weird nicknames for everyone that has not been addressed at all.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi.
Right, yes. Thank you for being on the same level as me. It really feels good to be on the same level as you. Like, that level of intelligence, that we're there at the same moment, that we're figuring it out at the same speed, that just makes me feel like all of my experiences and, like, attempts to become a better person have failed. Thank you for that.
Ugh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still. Can't let her get to me. Broken wristwatch, Fumi's glasses cleaning cloth. Okay, we're just gonna listen to this one all the way through.
Right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Hoppy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to me?
Oops, sorry. I meant to grab that.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter.
It does!
The note has nothing to do with TikTok. Shoot.
A second a tree. Thank you for 36 months of support. That's 36 years. Yes, you're right. 36 months is exactly 36 years. Thank you. It's a very long time to support me. Wrong one.
Hoppy had the note, right?
Yeah, it's not that.
Then the person it was intended for.
So I need to grab it because it's not that.
Must have been Hoppy.
But remember
Go
what
grab
the
that.
note said. What time did it say to me?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Wait, what? It's the broken wristwatch.
Hoppy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Hoppy.
No, it's not. We
Remember
already
what
did
the
that.
note said. What time did it say to me?
We're trying to contradict what
6 a.m., I believe.
she's saying, so we need to contradict
Doesn't
that.
matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Ah!
Hoppy had the note, right?
Nope, sorry.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Hoppy.
Great, good.
Remember what
Lost
the
10
note said.
seconds for one.
What time did it say to me?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter.
It does.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Thank you.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
Sure you're happy with those truth bullets. I am. Every single day, I am just rapid firing truth bullets into your brain. Fucking whales is weird. Bread and chocolate actually makes a decent cake. It's not really cake, but I mean, like, whatever. Worm on a string is good shit. Truth. Knowledge.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But
Worm
there's
on a
more.
string,
Look
bitches.
where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Yeah, and he died at 6 a.m., which is when he died, because that's how watches work now.
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place. Written, and I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for
And it's
Taka.
nice to see Leon foot fetish was a thing. I found Leon blueberry inflation fetish. Holly, you got what you deserved. You looked for sin, you found sin, and now you regret it. Punishment, it came quickly and swiftly for you. The same way that it, when you're trying to lick the chocolate off of a knife when you've been spreading it around on like when you've got Nutella, right? And the only knife that you've got is the actual sharp knife in the house. And so you lick the Nutella off the knife because you don't want to leave any on there. You've been trying to spread it on there. Instant regret because you lick the knife and you cut your tongue. And then it's like, damn, I'm stupid. But that was delicious and painful at the same time. Instant karma, punishment, whatever. Very. That's literally never happened to me. Same, definitely hasn't happened to me.
Well, when you put it like that. No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Yeah.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if
Yeah.
they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi
Monokuma
doing
is just
with it?
having a fucking ball.
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
That might be good for later.
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Why did we wait until now to figure that out?
Then Taka's
Also, paper
scrap.
doesn't rip as cleanly as that.
Hifumi's
It'll have
note.
like little bits that are missing because paper will like rip. It'll shatter like anything else. But okay.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There is only one way to explain it.
We're dumb, that's why it's anime, I know. I'm just saying, like, that's not how paper works.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from
That's the
his
best way I
death
can
grip.
explain it. Paper shatters. It rips in a very specific way, sort of like glass. Words aren't good. Tired is me.
Leaving behind only one
How the fuck do you
small
shatter-
scrap.
Do I have like a piece of paper that I can show this with? Oh fuck, I actually tore that like perfectly. God damn it. Okay, never mind, I'm wrong. That's paper can rip weirdly.
Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Like sometimes little bits of the paper will rip like unevenly and that will like fall off. And like just be like a tiny little chad of paper that like flies off into the distance, never to be seen again until you're like vacuuming and then you see it and you're like, I wonder what that's from.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Tiny chad of paper. That's, oh my god, guys, chad of paper is a thing. It's usually used to, like, talk about, like, the rips in paper, like, when you have, like, a punch-out like that, but... Like, these are chads, so I didn't really use the word right, but, like, rips, little bits of paper can be known as a chad. Wasn't the best use of the word. Thank you for the lovely educational trip. Yes, I'm sorry I'm stupid. It's a chronic problem. And for just $5 a month, you can hand me money. Like, specifically about $5. Half of which or so goes to Twitch, but whatever.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this,
Now that we've
Hifumi was
argued about how
super involved in
paper...
this whole thing for sure. In fact, He was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
No, actually, he's dead. You're about like 80% there, which is pretty good for you. Like, most of the time you're about 30% right.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
Not, well, sort of.
The second body discovery
Shamelessly
announcement
nameless.
proves
Thank you for supporting me being really fucking stupid. Feet, whale sex, Chad paper. Good stream, Rev. Thanks. We saw him die.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Don't know that.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished.
Right.
But before we found both bodies in the repository.
So I was correct in saying that Hifumi was in on it. And we know that Celeste is the other person. I just don't fucking know how just yet.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching
This is going to
for
be the
Taka's
bit that makes
missing
it
body.
easier for me to figure out.
In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Right.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Walrus is a weird insult. Like anything else, airbags?
Who are you calling a walrus?
Why would you call her a walrus of anything? That doesn't even make sense. Go with an insult that makes sense.
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too.
It
There's
works
something
though? It
that's
doesn't
bothering
though.
me even more.
She's a cute walrus. She's calling her fat. She's objectively not fat. There's a lot of things you can insult her for, but being fat is not one of them. Like, she has no waist. Fat, ugly swimmer. Can walrus fuck whale? Okay, you need to take a sit back away from the keyboard. Just turn your keyboard over, get all of those crumbs all over your counter, and then just think about that.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
Yeah.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file,
Yes, I know tits. We're all aware of tits.
the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right?
Yeah, it'd be weird if there were any other hammers anywhere
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository,
where there were hammers,
the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi,
right?
then put the hammer back where they found it.
No.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for
Mr.
him?
Rev, what's a tit? It's a type of bird.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
That's debatable.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it
A
clear
booby
that
is
they
also
were
a different
killed
type of
using
bird.
Similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
Because you did it.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Are you asking if Celeste did a number 1 or a number 2? We don't know. And that's fucking weird of you to ask.
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Yes?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
God, you just need to stop talking. Like, the less you talk, the smarter you sound.
so then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Whole picture surrounding the case won't become clear until we find that out. Somehow, I'll have to find the truth. Watch Celeste pull a Jill from Scream 4. What? You act as if that's like a reference point that people have.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3?
No.
Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Maybe Justice Hammer
Whatever
5.
it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well...
murdergear.com/hammertime. Oh, it's a big cartel website for, looks like a series of zombie-themed posters. It's actually a fairly good design. There's some big old zombie titties there, but it's some good, like, you know, punk horror, like slasher kind of stuff. It's all right. It redirects there for some reason. Anyway, just go ahead and swing on back to chat. Thank you for the 100 bits, Greg. We can use that to buy things from Murder Gear. I'm sorry, what was I doing?
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
I just wanted to hear him say it weird.
And, that's about it.
That's not right.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Okay, sorry.
Shoot!
It's not that bad. Like, the titties aren't that bad. They're like horror movie chic. It's actually kind of neat.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Was it Murder
Justice
Hammer 3?
Maybe Justice
Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around? How did nobody witness
Thank you for the
them
10 bits
carrying
there, Peach Tree Dreams.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
No, okay, sorry.
Shoot!
What was used to kill
It wasn't just maybe Justice.
Well, there's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about. Check out murdergear.com.
Well, one thing, the murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No, it didn't.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Sorry, brain is not working today. Like I said, didn't sleep. Took some
The murder
Benadryl.
weapon
So
wasn't
I'm
a
running at
Justice
like
Hammer at all.
2%
No,
power right
It was
now.
something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Yes, why is it so hard for you guys? Why are you guys getting tripped up? Thank you for the 200 bits, Anon. That was very kind of you. Murdergear.com/hammertime. Yeah, and that redirects to Murder Gear. Wait. Murdergear.bigcartel.com is the website I got to. For some reason, when you guys click it, it didn't go there. Murder. Yeah, when I typed in murdergear.com. Yeah, I put in murdergear.com/hammertime without the www. And that brings you to murdergear.bigcartel.com. I'll link it in chat so you can see. Take out the www and you get there.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Yeah, we knew that.
And the reason it had
Thank
been
you for the
scrubbed
200
clean
bits, Rossi
was
the
most
Bossy.
likely because it was used to commit murder.
and it was like zombie bits. Get some murder gear.
If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
Like, it's actually pretty good stuff. I like the zombie logo. It's pretty neat. Murdergear.bigcartel.com. I have no idea what that's about. But cool.
I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers.
Like, I like the zombie
Big ones,
logo. It's pretty neat.
small
It's
ones.
like, it's got zombie, like, but it's the teeth that it's nice.
And even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
I don't fucking know why. I guess, Connect... Sword, thank you for the 200 bits. Holy shit. Lots of bits tonight. Thank you, guys. I think it was to connect the idea that Robo Justice did it, so they had to have the hammers be associated with it, and then this whole, like, oh, the murders are getting more and more intense. Justice Hammer 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Where's number 5? Someone's about to get murdered. Big Cartel is sort of like Redbubble, as far as I understand it. I bought a patch from Speedwolf from their Big Cartel.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to
I
the
should look into it.
repository where
It'd be
someone
good for like
used
some
a hammer
swag.
to
Yeah,
kill
this is a
him.
blind playthrough, so please no spam or spoilers. I don't know how you could play this game twice.
Whoever did that is the
I
true
guess
killer.
just to do the hangout
The one
sessions.
Hifumi was working with. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
You would.
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out
But
the
if you wanted to
murder.
get the laptop back, you would do it.
So the idea that anyone would work together
Or
like
if you
that
thought
is
you were going to
simply
get some
ludicrous.
2D action,
We
you would
talked
do it.
about this, did we not?
At least that's what I thought at first, but... That's not the right thing, though.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that
It's not
only
impossible,
really
it's
applies
just
if there's
dumb.
one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Okay. I figure the reason people are watching this is because it's fun to watch someone
Even if
experience
more
the
than
same
one
mystery
person
you
is
did.
complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible.
So I need to go through it
That
twice.
is how the
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
I think I need to do this thing.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person
I
is
probably
complicit
will
in the
play
murder,
Dangarompa
only the
too.
one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true.
It's not impossible, it's just stupid. But Hifumi was dumb, so, you know, there you go.
Since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Thank you for the 1,000 bits there, Lost Nevada. Oh, hey, Lost Nevada, I fucking know that name. You've been, a Patreon on my Patreon for a while now. Thank you, my dude.
Risk versus reward benefit?
Big Mac, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, you have to know how words work.
The payoff for working together.
1,000 bits
The
is a
reward
lot. That
balances
adds
out
up
the
to like
risk of
10
taking
bucks.
part in a scheme.
Toasty G, thank you for the 5 bits. That's very kind of you as well.
There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, If there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
Yeah, I don't really know if that's how the rules work for some reason.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime.
Yeah.
And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to
Also,
act,
you notice how the
murdering
Benadryl, like,
Taka.
kicked in? Thank you for the 100 bits there, Sword. That's very kind of you. Damn. Y'all are, like, super generous tonight. I noticed there's a lot of people here tonight as well. Thank you, guys. A moving chat, even if it's talking about feet, is still really, it's actually, let's just ignore the feet thing, but as long as chat is moving and interacting with me, it's a really good feeling as a streamer. So thank you guys so much for being here, enjoying this along with me. Stop talking about feet.
They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime.
I like the people who are just
disappearing
entering
bodies.
chat and they're going, what the fuck is happening? And it's really just like, who knows, man? You guys are talking about, I like how it's like Bethesda 3 or Bethesda E3 guy. Yeah, feet. Like, I want to be as excited about a life in general as the E3 Bethesda guy was about Bethesda just existing. Like, can you imagine, like, is that what not having depression is like? Like, being that excited about just existing?
By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
Bethesda feet. Todd Howard's feet. Let's talk about Todd Howard's feet.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan.
I think that guy was planted in the audience to encourage cheers. Rossi the Bossy, thank you for 200 bits. I think they got what they paid for with that guy. Like, they probably gave him, like, I don't know, a Coke and, like, a $5 and just were like, hey, just be excited about this, all right? And he was like, yeah! Yeah!
And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Can you roll that back? I actually wasn't paying attention. What? Okay. Only look like one person is how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual used a similar weapon in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all. Mastermind picked their target, managed to convince them to go along with their plan, and then to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Okay, cool, got it.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Yeah, who is calculating and cold enough to figure that shit out? Celeste, do you know anyone like that?
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
We're talking about murder, honey. Just get up to that speed first.
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems...
Thank you for the 500 bits, VCB. It's cool of you. Y'all are cool. I'll deserve this kind of love, but thank you. The effort made to convince us that two murders were the same. That was the main characteristic of this time. You guys are getting gay emotes. Get all the rainbow gay emotes. Y'all are breathtaking. There you go. Kyoko must have noticed that back from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko is really amazing, though. Have I been drinking? No, I just didn't sleep well last night. My allergies are killing me. These are related. I've taken Benadryl, and I'm drinking soda to try and make up for the fact that I'm dying. When you think about it, she's almost too amazing. She's too cool. Wait, you can't just do the pan flag for any reason? Creep switch. Thank you for the, I don't know how many bits that is. I'm gonna say like 20. I think it's closer to probably 10, but we're gonna double that because you're cool. Thank you. Yeah, do crimes, be gay. That's like my fucking motto. Be yourself, whatever that may be. And for me, that means not doing crime because I'm a good boy. Clearly. Thank you for the 500 bits, meaty refrigerator.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulating Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end murdered him. In the debates up until now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Select someone. Leon! You bastard! No.
Here's my answer.
Thank you for the 5 bits,
It
Mr.
was
I.
Celeste.
Thank you for the 10 bits, Sinful Holly. The sub and the bits? Thank you.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Yeah.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
It's not a joke. Fuck you. My brain's not working well enough to come up with a clever insult.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Yeah.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him,
I mean, that is fairly good evidence.
that I would go within 10 feet of that
Shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Pardonnez-moi.
Excuse me? Thank you for the 10 bits, Sinful Holly.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
And your fake-ass accent, where did that go?
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
I got it! The
There it is.
behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
I don't like that you guys are like, yeah, that actually is Rev. Rev is actually like that. A cold, heartless bitch who would use someone as an accomplice in a murder and then murder them right afterwards. He would do that. And some of you guys saying that are actually subs and or you have given me bits. I'm not really sure why you would do that. Thank you for the 500 bits, Ord. Ord. I don't know why I said it with a stutter. It's because I have problems and caffeine addictions. We all know you're a big titty goth girl. Well, thank you. I want to be the big titty goth girlfriend that you all are, like, wanting. Not really, actually.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Good burn.
Sorry.
No! Stand up for yourself for 1 fucking second!
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
Do I regret saying that? Yes.
If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Hina, I'm gonna forgive you on this one because I've not been on the fucking level recently, but how do I get the gay emotes? I thought we were just getting them for fucking pride, and that was Twitch's cool way of being like, hey, you be gay, but you have to like, it's like a loot box drop. You're not allowed to be gay until you get your random loot drop. Like, sorry. Pay to gay. It's just the flags. You still get the heart ones. Okay, I thought you didn't get the heart ones at all, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. Listen. Being gay isn't a choice. It's a loot box drop from Twitch. That's the only way. Pay to win homo version.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Yep.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
Yep.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab,
Thank you for the 100 bits, Murder.
it was time for her partner to get to work.
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to get back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Celeste? Really? Like, really going out there. God. Oh, fuck. So, Dull Memes, when you did the, like, empty heart, like, little hand thing, I thought there was, like, a new pride flag that I wasn't aware of. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to ask what that one means. But it's literally just blank. It's just, like, a regular, just, like, heart. I'm just stupid. Stupid pride. Empty pride. Empty pride, that's what YouTube is.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Why don't we split up into two groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well, Makoto Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave you to capture, I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko Sakura. Sane,
Well,
thank you for 2 months
if
of support.
Celeste and
It's very
Hifumi
kind of
were
you.
working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Why does Twitch think that we have purple hands? Because everything on Twitch is purple.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
There you go.
I just realized another strange thing.
Thank you for the 100 bits there, Creeps, which, that's like the second time you've been giving me bits today. Thank you for that.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
certainly not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
I mean, that's not really that strange. I wouldn't say that's incriminating, because...
You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
But she had...
I don't believe...
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
I think most people would assume someone covered in blood laying on the floor motionless is dead.
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
Yes, it was!
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what would have happened had you just, like, laid there, like, next to his body crying. Just being like, oh my god, I can't believe he's dead, like you did later on. Like, that's the only part that really went to risk in this entire plan.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
Yes, like any photo of you, it does get ugly the more you look at it.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
She's right next to you.
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
You are not Seto Kaiba. Please stop trying.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
I must be really enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us all standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die, just like those guys died. Oh, shit. I didn't notice that. Well, actually, I just assumed it meant those guys as in everyone else who's died previously, but she means Taka and Hifumi.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so
It actually
strange
isn't
about
that weird now that I think of it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been
Is this
killed.
a translation
so
thing?
Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were
Because that
together,
could have been
none of us
also
said
her
anything
referring
about
to...
Taka being dead.
It could have been her referring to literally how there's only half of us here. Okay. I know we didn't know Taka was dead yet, but we do know that the fashionista and the lying bitch and Hifumi and Leon and Baby were all dead. Am I forgetting someone? I'm probably forgetting someone. Who am I forgetting?
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
No, it actually kind of does make sense as I just explained it, but okay.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You wouldn't...
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
That was like much earlier today, so repeating it verbatim might be difficult. You guys said that Celeste's comment doesn't make any sense, but what is he alluding to? Oh, okay, I've got to... Why would you refer to a group of boys and girls as those guys? Like you're casual? Like those dudes, those guys, them folk?
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Just like those guys died.
Okay, no, what did you want?
Shoot!
Okay, I'll just...
All I said was, they must really enjoy the sight of us. They must be.
I'm gonna listen to the
We are all
entire
going to-
thing,
we are going
because
to
I
die.
missed something.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious what was so strange about Celeste's comment.
Okay,
All I said was, they must really be enjoying
The sight of us.
standing around.
the sight of us.
Confused.
This is the wrong word.
They must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Okay, how do you... Is it us?
Shoot!
All I said was, they must really be enjoying
The sight of us.
standing around, frightened and
The other way around?
confused.
Okay.
They must be positively. We are going to die. Just like, and that is all I.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
So strange on those guys, thank you. You're
All I
contradicting
said was,
Celeste, not
they
like...
must really
Okay.
enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just.
There you go. I knew what I was trying to... Like, a lot of the time, I know what I'm trying to do, I just don't know how to do that. The person you're shooting at is the person you're
There's
arguing
no
with.
reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
There you go.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did
I still
you know
think
they
that's
were
really
both guys?
shaky. Like, that can be easily argued as we're standing in a room filled with portraits of people that we know died.
Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right?
This dub would work
So
a lot
she
better
could
if
have been
Makoto
dead
was
too.
Scottish.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why that
How do you
happened.
explain this picture of the costumed villain?
Well,
dragging
Hifume was
Hifumi away?
in on it, so he would have posed with the costume?
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
It is.
So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Okay, you're almost there,
Have you
dude.
so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
No, that actually isn't how logic
If
works.
everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Because that was a lie as well?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Yeah.
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
Well, just you could put the costume on him, not like physically on him, but like lean it on him. You know? Also, it looks like the little indicator of stream health is like flashing from green to red. So if I drop out, I will just like, as soon as the stream drops, just say like, hey, dead, stream's dead. And I will stop going, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. You guys just let me know, okay?
No, there is no other explanation.
I dropped some frames, yeah. Looks like I dropped 652 right there, which is not a lot, but enough that you guys probably would have noticed. Am I still choppy? If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is, oh, that works too. That's weird.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Okay, that's the dumbest way of saying that. But yeah, get some points for saying it right.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
If the audio is out of sync for you, try and refresh. Hopefully it's not too shitty on the, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to listen to this again.
The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther.
Right.
If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
There you go. Now you're on top of it.
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
No, it's not.
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Ho ho ho! Oh, I like your style. You're a bitch, but fucking yes. Celeste thinks that she can prove there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. Is that really possible? I'm gonna listen to it once
Dressed
through.
me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way! You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out.
Okay, hold on.
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said,
I would assume there's no one in the suit
ridiculous.
at that point.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright.
That's weird.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Okay. What? How do I say that?
You dressed me up
I
in
guess
that
it's the
suit
blueprint.
after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
It's
Like
the fact
I
that they
said,
can't bend.
Ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing
You rev dumb,
perfectly
please.
upright.
Yes.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Okay, that sucked ass.
Shoot!
Well, I know we were on the trail of Celeste, but it's definitely Big Mac. Yeah, I'm getting an F rank on this shit.
I refuse to give up yet.
Alright, let's listen to the entire thing through again. Message, costume, blueprints.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect
You can't
is
really
standing
lose
perfectly
too horribly in
upright.
this, but yeah.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
There it is. Okay,
No,
that's what I was
it's wrong.
trying to say, but I used the wrong thing to say it. The blueprints would have been proof, I guess,
No.
as well.
Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that.
Because you can't move your fucking body.
Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
And for a second there, I thought I was wrong, but I was right. I just didn't say it right. Totally can't bend at the waist. It seems pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I don't think that was a mistake.
I'm not so sure that was
There
a
you go.
mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Yeah. Oh, that's a new face. We on to your shit?
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing.
I don't really feel like that was necessary to fake that shot, but okay.
The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
You want to hear what she sounds like without an accent?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Hey, Hiro, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. Yatsu, Hiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
I'm actually pronouncing that one right.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hakakure!
Right, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Okay, that's completely irrelevant information because we didn't know that. But what the fuck? Why?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
Thank you.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
For serious a lot? You said people's last names? Oh, that's interesting. So
That's
her
right.
last name actually
Our
is
last names.
Yasuhiro.
He
What the
called us
shit?
all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
Wow, that's how you pronounce that.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, he just...
Yeah, it's weird that you don't have your
first
name on this. It would be weird if your name wasn't actually Londonberg or whatever the fuck.
Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
Right.
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Or does it?
Well, no. Hold on.
What happened to
There's
Tongue
one
Girl? It's
person
a
it
fucking
could
long
apply to.
story. Not a terribly great one.
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
Well, you're about to get executed, so yeah.
Well, do I? What?
I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up!
I like how she slips into her fake accent every now and then.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste wouldn't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Show us your fucking ID badge thing that everyone's got. E-handbook, there it is.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that
So I
last
need to
name,
snipe something that
Would
Miss
have to be
Lundenberg
you,
is saying.
Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Here it is.
Celestia Bludenberg, god damn it!
So, how long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's
Here it
the
is. It's
truth.
got to be this one.
And since
You have no way to contradict
No! God! Ah! Yes!
No, that's wrong.
You thought I was gonna miss like every other fucking time this stream.
That's it.
Fuck you.
The handbook.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
No, this is not your everyday notebook, so there's many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything.
If your name really is Celeste, then you have no problem with us doing that.
That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Why would you?
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because... Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
You're kind of laying your cards on the table, and that's not a good way to win a gamble. You know that.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning.
Oh, we
and
actually
shed light
have to
on
do
all
the
your
comic book
crimes.
thing.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Climax. Alright. Alright. So, what was it? Middle mouse button? In this case, how did the killer recruit their accomplice? Was it seduction? Can I click on it to see what it means? What time did the killers call their victim to the rec room? 1. Okay, what is this supposed to mean? Who is it the killer summoned first? Okay. Just want to make sure I got that right. And then they put the costume on him. They knocked him out and then stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit to falsify their evidence. And they used a certain item to do it. The camera, right? Okay. What time was Taka supposed to head to the equipment room? 6. Justice Hammer that was used to kill Taka. What number was it? Why is that relevant? It was 4. Because that way he dies second. Why would he accept that 3 was the right one? Really dumb. In the library, Fume used a certain something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. Justice Hammer was in the... It was 3. Wait. Wait, surely he didn't use food to... Something to fake the existence of the shadowy criminal. I guess just his hammer too, because 3 was used. And we all freaked out. Okay, so that's actually wrong. The tarp is at the very beginning. So he killed someone over potato chips? Is that what I'm supposed to be believing here? I thought that was like him sniffing like a skirt or something, because that seems like something he would do. Like, you can see how that would be like him sniffing some like underwear or something, you know? That seems like something he would do. But it was actually him taking the tarp. Wait, hold on. The fuck? Okay. Alright, did I get everything? That one seems relevant, but I don't know where it would be put. I guess it could be put in place of 2. Might be put in place of 2. Let's try that. If anything's wrong, it's that one.
The killer is you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Oh, okay. Potato chips! Okay, cool. It's not the titty poster. The one you placed most recently? The sweaty? Is that... How is that supposed to be that? Read the question mark. We'll go back and do it. Was it seduction? This is supposed to be seduction, apparently. That's the face of a man being
The
seduced.
killer is you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Oh, the person... Gotcha.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime
If
suspect.
it happened like that, where
So
they
when
got
they
to
met up
see
with him-
Hiro, like, if Hiro solved them, Hiro could have solved all of this. Oh my god, he's really that stupid. Like, think about that. Look at this shot. Look at this shot right here, where he's standing in the doorway, and Celeste, who is the person in gray, and Hamster Man are standing there. Hiro could literally be like, hey, you know who knocked me out? Last thing I remember was Celeste and Hifumi. And then as soon as you go, well, Hifumi faked his own death, well, who the fuck else would have been involved? Like, he could have... Oh my god, Hiro, come on. Maybe I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Drugged him, knocked him out,
Let's say that the
and
drugs
stuffed him into the
fucked up his
Robo-Justice
memory of the, like... Yeah, okay. Could have muddied his memory because of the drugs. Okay. I'm going to give him that one. I just don't trust him. I just don't trust him to be as smart as that.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they called Taka to the equipment room. That's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
We already know that the gray man is
murder
Leon.
weapon
We
was
figured that in
Justice
the
Hammer
first
4,
case.
which was
It's always
left
going to
there
be
in the
true.
equipment room. The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Yeah, I don't know why Hifume didn't question that, but whatever.
So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story.
Celeste's real name is Leon Kawada. Oh, shit. It's proof. Right there.
The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story.
Yeah, you could literally just convince people to kill each other until it's just you and someone else, and then you just murder them. Like, only having to murder one person is really easy. Like, in comparison to, like, 5 and tricking 5 people, tricking 4 people, murdering 1 is more difficult than murdering 1 person.
With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
Well, you just, like I've said in the past, like, you just make sure that they get caught. You fuck up as the accomplice.
He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned,
I don't really
that's
understand
we
what
found.
Fume thought was going on.
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
And he plans to play Lost Dimension. I don't know what that
He
is.
left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took
Why is
advantage of the situation.
bimboification a meme now? You know what? I don't know why the fuck you guys are talking about it, but we talked about every other weird fetish, so... You know what? No, we're not talking about that.
He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person
Why
who
move
could
the body?
betray them.
Oh, that's kind of. I feel like we figured out a reason for that, but I forgot. Lost Dimension is a find the traitor PSV, PSVN, or PSN game that actually randomizes the traitor each playthrough. Huh.
And they did it
I don't have a
using an
PlayStation
ordinary,
4, so I
everyday
can't,
hammer from
and I
the
don't have any way of
repository.
streaming Vita, even if I had one.
That should cover everything that happened in this case.
You can only kill 2 people as
Villain
introduced in this
behind
game.
it all is...
That made it look romantic. Why was that? Leon!
Celeste. Sorry, you lose.
And then they kiss. Why was there flowers?
Lost?
Yeah.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
Russian roulette when you cheated, I would assume?
They hang heavy around my neck.
I have a feeling you'll be hung by your neck as well.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko.
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Wow, that voice change is really, like, jarring.
Interesting.
Oh, there's Lost Dimensions on Steam as well. Huh. I don't imagine that this murder scene will be, yeah, this is bad. I'm not getting an S rank for this one. Like a B? Yeah, that seems fair. That's fine. Do I prefer her voice with or without an accent? I mean, like, I think it's better without the accent. It sounded really fucking fake. Really good voice actor, though. Lots of really solid voice actors in this game. B for dumb bitch. Try not to do another stream where it's just that.
I'm ready to begin.
God damn, she's fucking hardcore. At least I got that going for me.
Or, no, I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes
Hero,
are tallied,
don't vote for yourself.
who will become the blackened?
I have to tell you that because I don't know if you'd actually do it or not.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
So,
What's it gonna
I was
be?
told that this
What's it
trial would take
gonna
3
be?
hours. And that's pretty fucking accurate. If I do have to cut it, I will cut it into 2 separate streams. But it should be fine. I don't think it's actually going to be an issue. Okay, my bet is it's going to be gambling related, so it'd be like dice or Russian roulette. If it's Russian roulette where they just start pulling the trigger and then she gets shot, that would be great. Really, really good call saying it would be 3 hours. The black in this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Lundenberg, or precisely Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
And lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifume's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifume with this plan. Yeah, how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I am sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then did you use, like, weed? I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. I did try to get Hifume to act as my accomplice. I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing that Hifume and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about Alter Ego, who is a he, and also a computer, so also doesn't have a gender because it's a fucking computer?
Say what?
What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in a very middle of a very important conversation here. Totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one who stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifume into a plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after I had our little meeting about how I disappeared, I paid Hifume a little visit. Oh, that's weird that you have that outfit on your wall, and I don't like that. What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It was about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
are you
It
okay
was
with
Taka. He stole it. Japanese doesn't have a gender equivalent for him and her. You have, like, the way you start you. Like, it's like a prefix or a suffix, I forget. And certain other words have prefixes and suffixes that imply gender, if I recall correctly. I learned a little bit of Japanese because I, like most children, had a weeb phase because I was a kid in the 90s.
this? So then,
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken, you-know-what, to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I had shown it to Hifume, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him. How did you get that picture, though? How did you get into that room? But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got too close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
as for me,
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
Hifumi, I hate that you're actually the good guy. Like, he's trying to be a good guy here and kick the shit out of... Like, as much as I joked about Taka, like, he would not have done that.
Say what?
I would never imagine he would go that far. Yeah, how would he would get the pictures? Like, where would he get a camera from? Celeste? The camera that she's holding? It's amazing how he completely bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something that I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him, and I'm gonna fucking kill him!
most unfortunate.
Wait, please, if you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually,
Taka's planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean Taka's going to try and kill you.
indeed.
Don't... Even Hifume respects women. Be like Hifume. Don't ever say, be like Hifume. And also, he can keep her to himself.
Completely unforgivable!
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? She...
I swear,
I
will save her!
actually,
Then would you like to join me? Just so happens I have come up with a plan. I have devised a way for us to reclaim what has been stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. You didn't have to say that. That was weird. Hifume agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. Power of love. Even as love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me. Good. Thank you, Hero, for being on the right page.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifume's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and the general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it was my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Fair. That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. So I'm glad your stupidity surpassed even my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Feel like I could cry. It's okay. Dumb bitch disease. It's suffered by 1 out of 10 people. 1 out of 4 people. 1 out of 4 people. I'm actually doing the math. I think that's right. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3-ish, 4. 4 out of 15, so 4 out of 12 would be 3. So yeah, it's
Well,
why did Hero get in? Again, he was unconscious. It's about 1 in 4. Roughly 1 in 3. I'm dumb. When we were explaining your plan to Hifume, how did you explain about the part of him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifume supposed to do after that, assuming that you actually let him live?
Are you okay with
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him that he'd been seriously wounded and that he was on the verge of death, but it just barely held on. And he really believed that? Of course. That wasn't hard, all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifume, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifume would have an alibi, so no way could be in doubt. I told him that, and he believed it. Seems all so very straightforward, stereotypical. It just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifume ate it up. Yeah, so I got like 5 out of 16. So that's almost okay. Her dumb was different dumb, you know?
so in the end,
So you planned to kill him all along. But of course, there had been no point of my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you, honey? Murder school. Keep that in mind. Biggest Fishes, thank you for 30 months of support. This is very kind of you. I say that exactly that same phrasing every time, just because I don't know how to show appreciation for other human beings. I'm really bad at that. Like, I just don't assume that people will do nice things. But, you know, there are a shit ton of people in chat right now, and I've gotten a bunch of bits and a bunch of subs this stream, so I guess I should get used to it. Just not.
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean.
Now you sound like...
I wonder about that.
No, he derives pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then what made you take things so far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for the money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offer? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to that. For the moment that our new life here began, my only thought has been to escape. But all along, you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch.
Obviously, that was a lie. Duh.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else. More than anyone else in here.
You little
Wanted to
bitch.
get out. Every day was fresh torture. Y'all want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. Accepting a life here would mean that nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
There was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I would risk life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
It was all for that dream. And what was that dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butler/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires, satisfying every need. Don't say feet, chat. I know. I see it too. Don't say it. We know. We know. We know. Once I tamed that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. What about... Okay. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. How much does a castle cost? How much to buy a European castle? How to buy a castle. 50 amazing castles for sale. Okay, so 6-bedroom castle for sale in Siena Chianti. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a historic Tuscan castle. It's 1,950,000 euros. It's actually relatively cheap when you think about it. The rest of these are somewhere in that range on up to like 300. Oh wow, 7-bedroom bathroom or 7-bedroom castle for sale for 400,000 euro. What is a euro to American? 1 euro to American dollar. Thank you. It's like 1.13. So it's like round about the same amount. You're gonna throw on an extra couple $100 here or there. That's like, yeah, you don't really need, I mean, how much money do you have if you need 10 million plus your earnings to have? I mean, I guess you got to pay for the butlers too. That's pretty expensive. Would you want to move to a castle? Unfortunately, yes, we do have a similar tendency of wanting to be cool-ass vampires and live in a castle. That sounds pretty aesthetic. Yeah, it's the cost of a castle plus upkeep plus vampire sex slaves. You're right. Vampire costumes and butlers aren't cheap. Yeah. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. Got it right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be
thank you
done.
for the 5 bits, Toasty. I will use it to buy a castle. Unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the winds. I still don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream until the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it? Or were they her friends, though?
Oh,
You're asking me if I feel guilty. Guilty. That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of the sacrifice of others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? How there's simply no room for understanding?
what is this?
That's why we should be saying what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled. I take pride in that. It's not just that other people, I can even fool my own emotions. The consciousness deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared? Thank you for 5 more castle bits. Toasty and Sinful Holly. That's like 15 cents just there. That's almost $2 million. Thank you. I'm rounding up a bit, but it's pretty close.
Yes, indeed.
That's right. Don't fear death. Kill me however you would like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I have one choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette. You're a little late on that one.
Hey,
But then you just get executed again. Celeste smiled then. And then when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed that she could fool her own feelings. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Sword, for the castle. But that statement in itself must have been her final lie. And with that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her. You all done? Okay, let's get rolling. The black can disturb the peace. Time to pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
The ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment
I'm going with
time!
Russian roulette, but with rocket launchers or some shit.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
Thank you for the 5 bits, Resonair, for the castle fund.
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why, actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again in another life.
But you want to be Marie Antoinette, who's already dead. Sorry, is this not the time? Magazine-fed Russian roulette. Here we go. Oh, fuck. She's burned at the stake like a witch. That's fucking metal. The burning of the... Oh, man, that's a brutal way to die. Thank you, Sinful Holly and Murder, for the bits. So I'm going to try and not interrupt it from this point on. She got a really aesthetic death, so there's something for that. What? Sorry. Wow! What? Oh, man. She didn't even get an aesthetic death. Come on, dude. That's fucked up, dude. Like, at least let her have that. Man. That's not aesthetic. That's a bad aesthetic. It's over. That's your reaction to that? The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. Thank you for the 85 bits there, Rocket Lamp. So Celeste equals Rev comparison, everyone spot on like everyone said beforehand. Well, I think I need to be mad at Ima now. Would you rather die like a witch or from a fire truck? Fire truck would probably be faster and more comfortable, relatively speaking, but the witch thing definitely more aesthetic, you know? The official commentary on this execution is Celeste wanted to die like a noblewoman, but was tricked into dying by the most common cause of death, a car crash. Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so many more people had to die. Extreme! You guys are still young. You need to find your place, more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
Why do I care about hope? I'll just throw it in the trash if you let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're not the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. It's my destiny to knock you all down one by one. Sad, yes it is, but it's the reality that can't be avoided. That's okay, Toasty. Thank you for giving me bits. Don't even fret. Y'all don't have to give me shit. Your attention is a lot, actually. If you don't believe me, try streaming. You are the value of hope. Oh, I said. I see. That's the exact opposite of what I said. That's, read words better, please. I'm dumb. It's chronic. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? I am actually dyslexic. As someone pointed out on Tumblr, I put the sexy in dyslexic. Such a good line. I wish I had written it.
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking that. Give me a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
What's the deal with that?
What?
What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh. How exciting.
Oh man, oh geez, oh man, oh geez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean? Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can just go on enjoying your school life. Get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
see ya later.
See ya! Why was it phrased like that? What if someone walked up to you and said, "What did you do in my body?" I would assume that she is, like, AI, or she, like, had truth serum or something. Like, something happened to her head and she can't remember shit. Or something along those lines. Like, she's... something weird. I need to get to know her better, because she doesn't remember that shit. She got possessed by Leon. Oh, fuck. I mean, I want to assume that it wasn't anything creepy, but, you know. Although, it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko. Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's the deal with that key that Celeste gave you? Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
Then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes the easiest to miss where it's right beneath your nose. Oh, we better go check. Not right
Indeed.
now. No, not right now, because he'll know. He'll know. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey.
I'm going in alone from here. Everyone else head into the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask? She spoke and she quickly glanced at the security cameras.
Come on.
That's what I mean. Why you? You still risk that you're a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us. Do whatever you want. Thank you.
well then.
Yo,
I'm going to get back to the dining hall. So, Makoto and Kyoko are going to go together? Hina. Oh my god. Does that mean what I think it means? No.
Okay.
Good luck, Motoko. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. Try to figure out what Hina said. I try to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko alone there.
Shall we go?
Well then, shall we? Yeah.
So then...
We need to get into that locker. You mean we're not gonna fuck? Kyoko took the key and Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. As soon as the locker opened, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? Safe, thank goodness. Never thought Kyoko could sound so relieved. Is that a Herman? Hi, Herman. Herman was sniffing my feet. He was running around, like, checking out what's going on. He's a good boy. Bottom of her heart. I just did what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. Herman just likes to know things. He wants to know what's up. Doing my best, so please wait a while longer. So I guess we can officially say this case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, I'm sure, but... Can we take a second? Since you have the opportunity, I just want you to be honest with me. Please tell me, what were you trying to do? What are you trying to do all on your own here at this school? Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. It just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you did that...
Indeed.
It's only natural that you think that I'm the mastermind spy too, right? And you too? No. I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? That's a new, like, sprite. That's a new facial experiment, like, thing. People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. I want you to believe in me too, because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see? What I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believed in her, she told me a story that was almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she had told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for the nighttime to come, and when I did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. There's a storage closet there. Way in the back. I'm gonna get murdered. Could Kyoko really be right about this? Closet in the back. Did I already try and investigate? I feel like I did. It's a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. Secret Kyoko had told me about. Could it really be hidden here? It's a false wall? She said it was in the way back of the closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I was being yanked in, Gus chunk. At the same time, I heard a sound. I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. I'd fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? Turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door. I'd made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom, 2nd floor, there's a storage closet. In the way back of that closet, there's a secret room. Oh my god. This is the secret room, but what's in here? I low-key have to pee, but there's a lot to investigate here. There's a bunch of files that looks like volumes of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looks like everything in one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope Speak Academy student registry. It's the only thing here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking through it recently? I slipped the file into my hand. Before I had a chance to look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and turned my attention to it. You must not leave. It's kind of weird. I can understand if you can't leave, but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. Strange sensation, like deja vu. These words, you must not leave. Must have seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? What the fuck? A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like I was shaking my brain back and forth, and then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. With that, I opened my eyes. I don't know how long it had been. Ugh. Ow. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. It's Leon. The dull throbbing pain in the back of my head proved that, at least. Just a normal desk with a few drawers. Tissue. Empty. Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registries, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone. What does that mean? Well, my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my own room, get some rest. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow I made it back to the 1st floor of the school. Ugh. Farther walk, the more I felt. Things getting blurry. I can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... Huh? As if from a vast distance I heard a sound. It's faint but undeniable. That sound. It's coming from the gym? I desperately hauled my shaking frame towards the gym. The sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? Can't be nothing. Here in the gym? Oh, you're gonna get murdered! It didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sound coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. What the fuck? What the fuck? Before me, there raged a battle beyond any human possibility. No one's side's not human. That's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move, or even breathe. What the fuck is happening? Why are you Sans?
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
What?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise.
Oh, Sakura, no!
I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be? Mastermind spy is? And that definitely seems... God damn. Well, I think that's where we're gonna put the stream as well. But that's an awful present. Before we end stream, I think let's go ahead and end it there. Go ahead and double save. But this is where the chapter ended. Before we end the stream, I do want to check the art real quick. If you guys don't mind sticking around for that. A lot of good images for the folder there. Alright. Is there any new art? Yes, there's a lot of new art, actually. Well, stick around for that. Give me 1 second. There's actually ads for the charity contest now. Proper. It's cool. That's good. Whoever's in charge of doing that is smart. Hi, Herman. You're a good boy. He's hanging out. He's chilling. Like a villain. Like a cat. Let's look at that art. All right. Let's bring up that art. Let's see. Profile. Right. There we go. We're going to start with this art from Sinful Holly. Thank you for the sub and the bits, by the way, Sinful Holly. And it's of the main character, Big Mac, trying to galaxy brain a simple, easy question. Like 2 + 2 is just impossible for him. And then we got, well, thank you. Actually, I do want to check something real quick. Okay, cool. Now I can continue. He's dumb. He's very dumb. Sinful Holly is right. Then we got this one from Peachtree Dreams. What the fuck does Rev look like? Thank you for making me thick and having, like, calves. No thank you for the rest of this. But thank you for drawing it. Peachy. I could rock a dress. I'm not going to, but I could. I'm gonna have to get mad at Ima now, I think. Herman, get down. 1 second, y'all. Herman, get down, boy. Get down, get down, get down. Good boy. Charity incentive, Celeste cosplay. If I can change it where I'm not wearing a dress, we could consider it. Then we've got this one from Livis. Totally worth it. Honestly, Celeste and I have a lot in common. We both fucking hated Hifume. That's fair. So yeah, totally worth. And then we've got this one from Dragon Corin. With that, Kyoko moved between me and the computer. This is from the last stream of this. And it's me saying, isn't it in my lap because I'm a high school boy? Yeah, that was weird and needed to be pointed out. I also like how you drew Hero, where he's just like a clusterfuck of hair. It's very accurate. I also like that you drew Herman. It's very good. I just noticed that little detail there as well. It's good. Thank you. Then we've got this one from Coma. It says Coma Art, and it's of Genocide Jill, or Jack, whatever, saying, I can't wait to kill a pretty boy like you. With the weird tongue thing going on. It's a very cool style. I don't like the tongue. I mean, it's a good drawing, but you know what I mean. I don't like the tongue licking my arm. That's weird. So thank you. Thank you for the art. Again, Coma, Dragon Corin, Livis, going back, making sure I get all these names right, Peach Tea Dreams, and lastly, Sinful Holly. Thank you guys so much for the art, and thank you guys for sticking around. So I guess Chapter 4 next time. I never actually did reveal the nature of my sinuses and etc. problems, did I? Well, let's pull a Nintendo and be like, well, one more thing. Let's see how many people dropped. Oh, it looks like about 160 people dropped because the art was getting shown. Well, here's my little revenge and a little bit of a treat for you guys that aren't assholes. I'm not really shouldn't say that you guys are assholes for leaving, but stick around for the art. You never know what you might find. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Hey, sweetheart. Let me put Herman up. Okay, we're good. Okay, there we go. All right, let me pull up the camera. There we go. Thank you. That's a very tricky way of doing it, but I don't know if they'd be able to figure out what was going on. But thank you. Excuse me. Hi, look the other way. There you go. Hi, there you go. Thank you, Abigail. All right, there you go. Hi. You want to say hello? It's Abigail. We adopted her yesterday. And she's a little bit squirmy, but she's a good kitten. It's a baby. See? Look over there. Look at the camera. Yeah. 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 It's a good boy. Yeah, it's a good girl. There you go. You don't want to be held. You just want pets, don't you? It's a good girl. No, you can't get up on the computer. Does she get along with Herman? They haven't quite figured each other out yet. But I feel like they'll be buddies eventually. Yeah, see? Thank you, Tilda. Alright. Well, I think with that, I'm going to have to go. Will you take her for a moment? Thank you, sweetheart. Alright. Well, thank you. You guys have a good one. Thank you for sticking around for the end of the stream. Y'all have a good one. Thanks, guys. Alright. Bye.